I think James needs to start leaving his phone downstairs.
Nino, Eleanor.
Why are you actually like this? Like,
Eleanor Rigby, smoking a doob in her chair in the room by the wall.
I feel like Naruto with my band.
You look like Naruto with your...
Really? If I do this?
Strand. Sasuke!
Coming out the battle bus. He's in Fortnite, isn't he?
no, I know what you look like.
Dragon
You look
Ball
like
9
a
is-
hippie.
Like a 60s one.
Yeah,
Nice.
you do. So.
Where's the hallucinogenics, everybody? Yeah.
I second that.
Right here.
Do you actually need to hallucinate? Just go to bed a bit earlier. You usually hallucinate.
What?
Have you never
James is
hallucinated?
projecting.
No, I'm not projecting. The only thing I project is vomit.
That's my thing. Can't
Yeah.
steal my thing.
Hey, no.
You can't take vomit and diarrhea.
And hallucinate.
I don't have diarrhea. He does.
No, I was saying that about Alex.
Okay.
He can have vomiting or diarrhea. He can't take
I gotta
that.
be vomit. I have vomit way more than Rhea.
I don't ever have rhea.
Wrong.
No. I generally don't. I just have weird.
Oh, yeah,
Or
you
liquid.
have the most of both, Alex.
We're both.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Just because I do loads of poos in a day doesn't mean I have Rhea though. Like Rhea.
Yeah, but
like-
you're all, every time like we communicate, I think you say diarrhea building.
diarrhea.
Yeah, but that's not literal.
Well,
It's more satisfying to say diarrhea building than, oh, I'm nearly ready to do a poo. Don't you think? Just a good diarrhea building.
I guess I won't argue with it.
See? I think it makes my point clear. A little bit embellished, but you know.
Have you actually done a clap?
Every
Time.
time.
Hey,
James, I'm up to here.
Well, I'm up to here.
Together we're about there.
Together we're about there.
Diarrhea building.
It might be a good name for this one, Rhea Building. I like calling it Rhea.
Okay, I've come up with a really funny one. Okay? Spelling diarrhea, D-I-R-E, space, R-E-A-R. Diarrhea.
Ah.
Because it's like still applies.
I see what you're saying.
It's a diarrhea.
Shortened to Rhea.
wouldn't be
R-E-A-R?
called Rhea like one of the worst names you can give a kid, or just your child?
Wasn't it short for like Rhiannon? Rhea?
No, Rhea.
Riri?
Rhea is a name.
Diarrhea.
But then you're gonna get bullied by being called diarrhea.
Rhea. I like spelling diarrhea D-I-R-E-A. That's the true spelling in my mind.
I don't know how to generally whenever I actually
It's
try
one of the
to
most
say,
confusing words.
Yeah, big time.
Diarrhea.
It's why the shortened ones now exist, because it's like I will try to spell diarrhea and I'll just be like diarrhea.
One little life hack. You can use the text to speech. Diarrhea.
Yeah.
No, that makes me sound silly.
I do that all the time.
We say text to speech, but isn't it speech to text, really?
Yeah.
I guess.
Everyone
Speech
says
to
text to speech, but it's
That
not.
sounds more natural for some reason.
Yeah.
Speech to text. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're speaking and it's
Into
turning
your
into
phone,
text.
yeah.
I've used that a few times, after I've
I
seen a
use
movie
it.
and I have all these thoughts. I'll press record on my phone while driving. And,
Oh, okay.
Just word vomit, so then it's down somewhere.
Yeah.
Because my short-term memory is so bad.
Just don't think.
Yeah. So you press that button and you're like leftist, woke, moralists.
Yet another one for the SJW pile. Guys, it's a weird way to start this, but we got an email to the JAR account.
Is it an OnlyFans sponsorship?
Nah, this was yesterday. We got this email, right?
Okay.
As of recording. From this fella called Brendan,
Okay, Brendan.
right? And
Yeah.
it's quite normal to get these weird, what's the best way to put it? The nicest way to put it? Clearly BS, fake, desperate people / companies trying to get ad space or, this kind of stuff.
Well, I like money.
Yeah, same. But I don't know if we can trust Brendan here. This is how they open their email, right? Hi, Jar. I hope you're having a great week. My name's Brendan, and I'm the founder of a YouTube channel. I started to help the world master the art of public speaking. Great to see what you're doing with the Jar Media Posdact podcast. great focus on nothing. So clearly this is just
taken from the bio.
Yeah, they just take the bio.
No, we're off to a good start. He might be a long-term
so like
listener.
clearly, like when they normally send this email, it'd be like great focus on cars and vehicles for your
Astrophysics.
like whatever the
podcast.
topic is on iTunes or Spotify. They just fill it
Nihilism.
in. But because we say a podcast about nothing.
Nihilism.
Great focus on nihilism.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm not going to read anymore. I just wanted that part.
Oh wait, no.
we hate you.
How much is he going to pay us?
I think this is more of a like, he's asking, I'm reaching out to your show to help your audience navigate how to present effectively online and share my free resources with folks during this difficult time. Let me know if you'd be interested in having me on as a podcast guest for your show.
Oh.
And I hope you're staying safe and healthy. Should we have him on and just f*** with him the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just pretend.
Like throw little rocks at him.
Throw rocks over Discord.
No, have him here in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like fly him out and all?
Yeah, like fly him out, put him on a giant dartboard and like throw
A
darts.
spinning one.
Yeah.
Yeah, public speak your way out of this.
Yeah. We're the public now.
Yeah.
Or some like 1800s public execution. This is the public trial.
Yeah.
But if you do want to get in contact, if you're wanting, a new audience for your product, your show, you're wanting to sponsor an upcoming superstars, give us money.
Yeah, I think that you don't even need to preface it, just give us money.
Just give us money.
Ideally, give us money and we don't have to like sponsor a product we don't believe in.
Yeah. Only give us products we actually like.
No, don't give us products. Just money.
Yeah, just give us money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
With
say-
no obligation to advertise.
Do you know, I can't remember the Twitch streamer's name, but he was kind of known for doing a bunch of like gambling like ads. And he revealed semi-recently how much he'd made from those gambling ads.
Did he gamble it all away?
I don't think it was tens of millions. I think it was hundreds of millions of dollars he made doing that. Yeah, like an amount of money so obscene. It's like, man.
That's gross. That is gross if you're making that much money from someone else's suffering.
Well, that's just marketing, though.
I know, but like you've got no moral compass, and I'm allowed to judge you if you're gonna, advertise gambling. You can gambling websites. Please pay us that much money. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, if it's us, then it doesn't apply. But if it's someone else, then
But is it any more immoral than selling
Well, we're not doing
alcohol?
Yeah, but we're not doing alcohol sponsorships, and we're not doing cigarette sponsorships. We will
I guess that's the question.
if the opportunity arises.
If a big gambling company was like 3 million quid for in every
God.
JARCast forever for 10 years, you've got to mention this gambling site for 3 minutes.
I even talk about winnings I didn't make on it. I'm ready to go down on that much money.
that's such a tricky thing for me.
Do
Really?
it once.
Do you
That's
think you'd deny?
Well, that's what
With
I mean.
that contract in front of you, you think you could in
I
good
think if I
conscience
said
turn it
yes, I would have to accept that I'm doing something wrong that I don't believe in.
on? What part do you think is wrong? Like taking specifically online, like a lot of YouTube/Twitch audience can tend a bit younger. You think it's immoral from that angle, or just
I think gambling shouldn't be advertised.
Yeah, I'm agreement. I think it is.
Yeah, I got a unique relationship with gambling.
I love doing it.
Really, I'm not a gambler
No, I'm
at
not.
all.
I'm just.
I take huge
But I've
gambles.
seen, like, working in retail, I did see like the damage it could do though.
Yeah.
Like, I worked at that place where you'd buy your lotto tickets,
Mhm.
and man, the faces you see and the amount of money that's being dropped. There's something sad about it.
Desperation.
Well, yeah,
they
it's-
monetized the concept of hope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's it's selling hope, but like hope. It's like a 0.001% chance you're gonna.
But it's also genius because the people who win are the people who think hope, and because they've now got their money, they waste it really quickly, and it goes back into the economy.
Yeah.
They never keep it because they're addicted to that spending.
Yeah, there's that like average time lotto winners like get through all their money, and it's like a crazy short.
I would be able to
Period.
spend all of it in the same day.
Really?
100%.
What about Euro Millions? Like 120 million.
120 million? I can do it in a day.
Really?
50, like
how though?
Say you buy like
Stock market.
well, yeah,
that'd be the quickest way to lose.
So you invest like into a hedge fund, basically, where they do all the work, but if you put 10 million in that is always like a fallback. You can just pull it out. You might make money. Then you instantly just buy 1.5, 2 million pound properties, buy a bunch of them, rent them out, buy land, and then I would be able to spend it in the day, 100%. If you just contact like an agency in London and be like, 100 million, give me the maximum amount of properties you can. Same with a hedge fund. There's no point keeping the money.
The maximum amount of property in London you could buy is 1.
No, it's in like a property company in London.
That's like a 2-bed in London now, probably 100 million.
But it's like houses on that one road by the coast. It's like one of the most expensive areas now, like was at least. It's like it's overlooking. It's like an old. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like
in London.
No, it's by the sea. All the boomers know this road because it's like the wealthiest road, and it's like properties by the sea cost 15, properties on the opposite side of the road cost 1 million. There's one of those streets. You just buy loads of properties on that seafront, and then you're always going to have money. Money's easy to manage.
Why didn't you have more of it then?
Because I don't manage it well.
Aren't you literally always stressed about money?
Yeah.
No.
You won't even pay me back for like a Chinese.
I
guess that is good money management. Then.
Yeah.
It's like,
I take back which I have no obligation to pay.
you do have an obligation. You just swerve it.
It's like the inverse of a loan shark.
Yeah. James is a take shark.
No, this isn't true. I have no debt to you. No, I know what you're gonna say.
I think the Jarlings know exactly.
No, come on like that. No. I'm not obliged to pay that.
I think we should actually go on Judge Judy.
Genuinely. Let's have Judy on the cast.
No,
yeah,
no,
get Judy
I'm
on
not.
the cast. She can set things straight. I'm that confident.
But it doesn't mean I'm
I'd take Judge Rinder.
But it doesn't mean I'm going to pay you. Judge Rinder's or Judge Judy's opinion.
Well, then you'd have to do like
Community service.
Yeah, or time.
I could actually imagine you doing community service before paying Jim that.
Yeah, he would as well.
I would. Well, it's like £50 in community services, like an hour or two.
Although,
Sure.
speaking on this, if you want... Actually, I'm not going to give out this kind of advice on the cast.
No, can I do it?
No, because...
Is this a way to avoid things?
No, I was just thinking about... You just mentioned GTA, my mind's rolling.
I didn't say GTA.
Well, the GTA vet.
Oh,
I thought that's what we're talking about, right?
yeah, we are talking about the GTA vet.
GTA vet.
Bet.
Oh,
The
bet.
£50.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, because there's like rumblings of
Mm-hmm.
earnings calls in Take-Two. I think it's starting to ramp up, so...
I'll invest £50.
It ramped back down.
Okay,
But it will ramp up like when
that trailer drops.
When a trailer drops and it gets near the release date, I think it's gonna get a little bit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll put £50 in the stock market for you. In GTA.
I've already got hundreds in Take-Two alone.
Well, I'm going to put hundreds in it just so I can make more money than you. It's a competition, baby.
Either way, you owe me 50% of it.
But
Oh, you
I'll take back what I said a minute ago, where I don't really gamble. I suppose the stock market's kind of gambling.
I pulled everything out of the stock market. Actually, I pulled everything out that was profitable in the stock market.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing at the minute. The
just
stock
wanna
market's
keep it.
weird because if you want to do it properly, you kind of need to invest
More money.
like a part-time job's worth of time into actually
Yeah.
doing it.
But there's also the strat of as long as it's money you don't need now or in the short term, just leave it in there.
Yeah. I won't take anything out that's in the red.
No, yeah, that's stupid. I've got a lot in the way.
Yeah,
But
just
I
wait
don't-
until
It levels. And
The
then take it
true
out.
strat is you just are always buying. You just buy more when it's low. That's like the only actual thing you can do.
No, that's stupid. Because then it might never go up.
But that's what traders do.
Well, I'm not a trader.
Yeah.
We have viewed money wrong. The only way to get rich is you join a really small company. Because when they go big and if they end up on the stock market, you get a bunch of shares. Like all the old boys in my work are all millionaires. All of them are millionaires because they made that much money on the stock market from our company because they were given shares.
But think about where they were in their generation.
Yeah, that's
Those
the thing.
gaps aren't really the thing anymore.
No, they're
in the
not.
same way.
But you can still join a small company that's like pre-boom and make a lot
The
of
amount of people from that generation that think like this still works, like you just go into a place with your CV and be like, "Have you got a space for me?"
There was actually something interesting this week at work because our company is like PLC, it's on the stock market. There's this view that you can't get any big positions because it's all like degree. It's like all of that level is all degrees, and they actually had a meeting that was just like, we've got this perception that you need degrees for any job here. I want to make sure that's not true, but it is absolutely true. The company's in a state because they've relied on university students.
Bruh, I don't know how we got onto this topic, but good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, everybody, and welcome to JARCast episode, what is it, 328 is what I'm supposed to say. I'm your host Alex, joined by Jim and James.
That's nice.
Hello.
Hello.
And I'm not feeling scared this time. That was last episode's thing.
You were frightened?
I was frightened and
I
the fear
felt
was
that.
building. The fear was building, and which in turn makes the rear build. And it's just a mess. But today I think they've returned. Feeling nice and
fuck's sake.
hippie-ish. I'm just ready to go, you know?
Yeah.
Got my trip drink, not sponsored. Although they should sponsor us.
I would happily take a trip sponsorship, £3 million per
Bit of CBD
episode.
is going to start hitting me soon, making me nice and relaxed.
To be fair, we have actually advocated for CBD a lot on this cast, and I feel that it's right to sponsor us on CBD.
Yeah, a CBD gummy company.
Yeah.
Hit us up. But anyway, yeah, man. We got a few things to talk about today. We got some conversations to wrap up from the previous episode, which I'll do right after we shout out the Jar Media patrons that make the audio version of the show possible. That if you're a Dibby tier or above, you get your name read out of the first or second week of each month's episode.
Depending on calendar days.
Yeah, so that'll be this one for June. I think
Thank you
that's
for your
where we are.
support.
Yeah, thanks for the support.
We got some little funny shorts in the pipeline.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning the shorts. We've got regular shorts going up on the channel each day for now, or most days. Give those a like. Check them out. People
They're
seem to
funny.
be liking them, especially the Totally Spies one, the Mr. Beast one.
Mr. Beast is
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I think that's my favourite one.
the Mr. Beast is huge one.
It's the music in the background.
Yeah,
It's just all of it. It's just perfect.
yeah. And
actually, the keyboard cat one's good.
People got angry at
yeah.
me. Why did he drop that like out of pocket? Like what?
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, we'd been looking for like an angle to do the shorts type thing for a while, but like when it first was introduced to YouTube, it like hurt your channel's like algorithm and stuff. It like messed with things, but now there's like I also thought it made your channel look like really ugly the way it was sorted, where it would be like 5
your
shorts, like, and then one normal video, and it's like a mess.
Yeah, but now it's got its own segment.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
there's actual, it's like segmented into different parts on your channel now. So there's like the shorts menu, the videos menu. Yeah, it's,
it's
like
good.
much
It's-
nicer.
Yeah, and you can't criticize us for making shorts because we're metagamers, so you know we're metagaming.
Yeah, well, it's weird. Podcasts on YouTube are weird, but like I don't know who was the first to kind of. It might have been like a Tate thing, to be honest.
Yes,
using shorts to like market your podcast. I feel like he actually kind of popularized that in a way. But it's undeniably a good like marketing tool. There's much less of like you're asking way less of someone. You know, compared to sitting down for like a podcast and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You got to, like a short,
By
just a
entry.
short. Exactly, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's filling in a sort of niche.
And
that
to
we're
be
not
fair,
scratching.
we need to go on the shorts grind because Fleshlight, that sponsorship's there. They need a.
I suppose we never did reply to them, but
No, they never replied
it's
to
on
us.
them, man. Really?
Yeah.
There's a few people we haven't replied to, so I'm just.
Look, just give me the account details, bro, and I can reply to all of them. I will message Fleshlight. I'll get us a shipment.
Nah, go for Tango, man.
Nope.
I'm done with Flesh.
Did you know?
Japanese, man.
Yeah, no, but did you know when you go to like a supermarket in Japan, there is just a Tenga aisle?
The Tango, what, like with all the lube and stuff?
Yeah, no, literally all the different varieties of Tenga, you know, the eggs and whatnot.
Good.
Eggs.
Good. Then get eggs.
Yeah, you can Google that if you want to find out what it is.
Yeah, don't ask me. I don't know.
Don't worry, I won't.
So yeah, let's do some housekeeping when we
Okay.
round up the conversations from the previous episode
Alright.
or two.
Okay.
First one is actually a comment from Alex left on the old ass is nostalgia critic, as they say, video, I think. It was just said, they used to be so effing nuts, lol. That's the
What,
comment.
us?
I assume they mean us, yeah.
We've always been nuts.
Because that was pre 2020 and all that. Like,
Mental
Oh,
illness.
that was when the normal episode dropped, like that kind of era.
Like a semi-crackhead.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, it went down for a bit and it was going back up. And it's almost good in a way that we were reeled back by the 2020 business, because I don't know what would have happened if nothing pulled us back.
Yeah, we would have been like terrorizing people in the streets, like everyone on TikTok.
You're saying that I don't do that already?
Yeah, shout out to all the people who, in the last episode, for those who missed it, I kind of revealed the ultimate way to use Reddit, pretty much, to get free upvotes, abusing your pet's images. And of course, once I revealed it, all these Jarlins start doing it, and all these pet subreddits getting all these free upvotes, which I'm furious about.
You need a cut of the gold.
I need a cut of that gold, that Reddit gold. You know, give me a seal award. Give me a. What other awards have they got?
Every emoji imaginable.
Yeah, I need to save up my Reddit gold so I can customize my avatar to have, I don't know, Destiny character bits.
A ghost?
Yeah, that is there. You can be Savathun on Reddit. Know what I'm saying?
Can you be Morgu or whatever he's called?
Morgu, Grogu. You can be Grogu.
No, not Grogu. From Destiny.
Mordecai.
No, the cool one who rides the skateboard.
Cade say, Morbius, Norbit, Nimbus.
Nimbus.
Oh,
Mm.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know how many times I've blasted a pint of water out over my floor the last week? At least 3 times this last week.
What do you mean?
I'd say I walk into a room and kick the pint of water on my floor that I'm drinking from, spray my floor.
No one needs like a flask more than you.
No, I have a flask. They're not good. You get so much bacteria at the bottom. Like mine's got a gunge at the bottom. Because you can't No, but you can't wash them.
Why?
Because they're not designed to be washed. It says it's like to be hand washed.
Hand wash it then.
No, but you can't get the gunk at the bottom.
What are you putting in your flask?
Yeah.
Water.
You gobbing in it.
No. People who've used these flasks.
Oh, sorry. That was.
You just need a different decanting utensil, I'm afraid.
I need a lot of different things in life. I need to just get a water bottle. You know, I don't drink water.
Not enough.
No, I don't drink water.
We got to get on that, man.
No, but I can't drink that much water. I just...
Damn, look at him go. Gulping guzzler over here.
No, but I only like really filtered water. And like the water at work is like absolutely grim. And I just feel like want to be sick when I look at it, drink it.
You could go to like Tesco and get one of those mega gulps, you know, with the handle, and you put it over your shoulder. Like you carry it around, you know.
What, you mean a bag?
No, you know, like the biggest bottles of water you can get.
I'm not
They're
gonna-
like
why-
so big you need like to carry it with the thing.
No, but why would I buy one of them when I can just use a glass from a
You
tap?
said you like it filtered, and that's the only way you like it.
I'll
wrong
just
with our
buy.
chalk
I'll
water?
just buy the sack. I'll just always wear a.
I, for
Back.
one, like chalk water.
I do as
Chalk water
well.
I
Nice.
think it tastes nice.
No, but the water on my work isn't chalk water because it's a different county.
It's not.
It's not. I haven't got chalk water.
It's in Wiltshire.
No, but it's not chalk water. It's different, bro. It's also one of those taps that's like half it. The other side is boiling water. The other side is chilled water. So it's like kind of lime scaly. It's a bit gross.
Here's the question. Do we get limescale in us?
Surely, right?
We get limescaled like taps.
Like we have particularly bad limescale around here.
yeah,
how hard the
because
water
the
is,
chalk.
right? Yeah, it's chalky AF around here.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's yummy.
Yeah, That's all we know at this point, you know?
But are we getting lime scaly tummies?
Yes.
No.
I just imagine every time I take a sip of water, it's like drinking the white horse, you know?
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we have these like ancient white horses.
I don't think they're ancient. They're like 90s, not 90s. 1900s. They're like 100 years ago. I don't think they're like...
They're older than 100 years.
No, they're not. No way, I don't think that.
1800s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all over the hills around Wiltshire, there are these like...
horses.
Chalk horses. And other... Depending on where you are, there's like different animals and symbols.
Why, though? Like, I like take
Didn't have
out of what
Fortnite,
we
man.
see, what we see in the... Because we buy like a nice one. Isn't it really weird that you're it's like stickers. It's like you're putting stickers on the land. And that just ruins it for me.
No, it's like opposites. It's like removing grass in the shape of a horse.
Yeah, but it's a sticker.
It's more like a... No. They're not sticking...
No, they're not, but you know what I mean? It's like
Have
something
you
that
never been
shouldn't
up
be
to
there.
it? It's like stone.
Yeah, no, I've been up
It's
to it.
exposed stone and the like beavers or whatever go up with chalk and re-whiten it every now and again.
That'd be really confusing to people who don't know about... Look.
Oh, not like... like what do you actually call it? You know, the scouts or
yeah.
whatever?
The communists.
No, they're the opposite. They're Marxists.
Oh, the marks.
The Marxist beavers.
They go up and we chalk the horses.
Yeah. The anti-communist Marxist beavers.
Who do you think? What type of beavers do you think would win? The beaver, the bear beaver, or the Marxist communist
Yeah,
beavers?
Bear beaver. I'm the bear beaver.
You are the bear beaver, actually. I'm Aldo Wayne.
Okay, this is some interesting local lore
Oh.
Okay.
about the white horse.
Was it in the 90s?
No, I said 1900s.
First cut in 1780
Oh,
by
shit.
Dr. Christopher Alsop of CALNE and was created by stripping away the turf to expose the chalk hillside beneath. Dr. Alsop, who was guild steward of the Borough of CALNE, has been called the Mad Doctor and is reported to have directed the making of the horse from a distance, shouting through a megaphone.
That's badass.
Kind of, yeah. What was that title again? The
Mad Steward.
Guild Steward of the Borough of CALNE.
That should be the name of our new podcast.
The Mad Doctor.
That's awesome, though.
The mad.
Wait, don't you just wish you were alive in the 1700s?
No,
You just have some crazy idea, like you're just looking at the hills.
Yeah.
There's going to be I'm going to make a giant chalk horse there.
Do you not want to go back in time? Do you not want to have a life that is like really
Simple.
Like, yeah. There's no dopamine. You're just like doing your
You
thing.
get dopamine.
There's dopamine. Just
It's
more natural.
basically...
Kind wood.
It's like Minecraft in real life, really.
I wouldn't. I quite like plumbing. I like the medical stuff we
Whoa. Hold up there. Where's your favourite place to pee?
Wait, my hair. What?
In James's mouth.
No, you're not the one giving me golden showers.
Who is giving me a golden shower?
No, James is the one getting golden
Oh.
shower.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said you're not the one giving me golden showers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll do anything for money.
I'd have a golden shower from the guild steward of the Borough of CALNE. It's the one.
Do you think he sprayed his DNA over a lot of people?
How do you think he inspired his followers to, get the chalk horse done? The chorse.
I'm going to pay you in gold.
I envision a chorse on the hill.
That's what I'd. If I was back in that time, that's what I'd envision on the hills.
Maybe that's where you get the Mad King or whatever from. The Mad Bing.
Maddening. That's maddening.
Oh, man. Yeah. Where were we? Oh, yeah, that's right. Man, we kind of explored that topic, so I'm going to move on to this. This guy, for the past few episodes, we mentioned, like, he's a gooner or ex-gooner who, like, uses AI to goon, right? He left one more comment, right?
Which he uses AI to gain.
Oh, that's right.
Remember the
yeah.
AI chat post?
He
yeah,
chats.
Yeah.
He's with the
which we
Goon-Bot.
briefly mentioned last time. He says, I stopped the AI chatbots after a few days because the tech is not seamless enough yet. They don't remember things very well and they don't get creative. There are also some more advanced ones, but you need an extremely powerful PC to run them. Also, whenever I type, I use my fleshlight so my hands don't get the keyboard messy, and I'm tired of cleaning and drying the fleshlight every time, so I'm done with it now.
Okay, no, come on, I'm going to call this guy out. He's saying he stopped because the chatbots weren't realistic enough. Maybe you should stop altogether and communicate with real people. Because they will be creative.
That's a bad reason. That's a bad reason to be the reason to stop.
That sounds like an actual goon cell. That's like your goon cell. You need to stop.
Goon cell.
Yeah. Step 1, get rid of the flashlight.
Yep. Don't use sex toys ever. Only use your mind.
Yeah.
Don't touch.
No
Think.
touching.
Hands free, baby.
Again. You could be hands free with a toy. You could get the
You can get Blaster 6000s.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's like a generic catch-all term.
I'm sure it exists out there. Or like, it's that thing on Twitter when a post goes viral, then they get sponsored by like sex toys.
Yeah,
So
why isn't that us?
in the replies? It's like these crazy devices, like these. They'll have like a cucumber and then get this like spinning thing. With
Oh,
this,
yeah.
like slot. Just get.
Yeah,
put
I've
it-
seen ads like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do look fire, though.
It makes your eyes go...
Yeah.
Boing. Boy. Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do when it gets to the point where, like, interacting with S-toy robot AI machines is better than
Just give it 10 years.
human interaction?
Well,
like,
yeah,
for
because,
both men and women.
You'd maybe be able to make the perfect partner. That is everything you desire from a relationship or sexual partner.
Yeah.
You'll make a perfect person. You'll never want to communicate with real people.
Well, but it won't be a perfect person. It will be a terrible person who, like, only exists for your desires.
Well, yeah, it's
making
joy.
you
It's
a-
Blade Runner joy. Realistically, yeah.
Yeah.
That is just
Yeah.
what that technology is going to be.
Yeah. But also it will be able to, like, suck your asshole through your cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not quite a Blade Runner. We're like in the in-between spot where
Mm.
we're at Joy. We're currently at her.
No, we're not. We're like just before her. Joy is some far off of what we have at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we're like before her.
No,
It's like we're
her,
Joy.
the film Her.
Oh, the film Her, yeah, where
Yeah.
it's about the relationship with an AI.
Yeah, so we're not at Joy yet. We're at her.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for the Joy segment. That'll be good.
Make me CGI beef.
The fact that they named her Joy is quite funny.
Why? J-O-I.
It's a porn category. Jerk off instruction. Joy.
Oh, surely that wasn't intentional.
I'm pretty sure that's intentional. It's about AI, artificial intelligence.
But it's spelled
But the way-
J-O-Y.
No, it's
Jerk off.
It's J-O-I
No, it's
in
J-O-I.
the movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's purposeful. It's a
Can
little...
check that. Maybe we're projecting our
No,
goon
it's
nature
it's
onto
J-O-I.
it. I'm pretty sure it is J-O-I.
It is J-O-I. That's the funny thing. It's J-O-I.
J-O-I, yeah.
Joy. You see, it's a porn propaganda movie.
Yeah.
Don't end up like Robot 2597, whatever the fuck his actual name is in that movie.
Ryan Reynolds' character.
No, Ryan Gosling's character. Dumbass.
Ryan Reynolds.
But would Blade Runner have been better with Ryan Reynolds?
The original or 49?
With the original?
Yeah, it'd be funnier for sure. Yeah, I'd probably say that. It'd be funnier for sure.
There's going to be another Fast and Furious movie with Ryan Reynolds in.
Just one?
No, a Hobbs side movie with only Hobbs.
Ew.
With Ryan Reynolds.
'Cause I saw Vin as like squished the beef with
Yeah,
Rock.
no, because the Fast and Furious movies make so much more money than all of Rock's other movies. So Rock is just going back for the money.
Yeah,
It's like,
garbage.
Yeah.
It's lame. I saw Vin was getting angry at Aquaman. Because he stole his thunder in the latest or something. Like,
What?
yeah, but all I've heard about this latest one is that Jason Momoa like hams it up in a way that makes it as entertaining as like Fast 7. Like it's the most entertaining one since then, apparently.
I can see that because that dude's got loads of charisma.
Yeah, I could
and,
see
like,
that too, but apparently
Yeah,
that's-
he has actually arguably kind of good actor.
he was in Game of Thrones. That's kind of what started it.
Yeah, he was good in that as well.
He's amazing in Aquaman.
He's in Dune.
He's
in
Hey,
Dune.
I'm Dune.
I like him in Dune actually.
He sucks in Dune. He's too handsy. Why is he doing that all the time?
Why? What is your
Hey,
criticism?
baby.
They're not touchy.
Dude, they are. What's
the problem with them being handsy? It just seems like
I don't know.
natural.
No, it doesn't. No,
it does. It's just like, yeah, I know you're not
No,
coming with me. You're
yeah,
not
but
coming with me.
but when do you do that?
It's like a visual shortcut to like imply history. I think that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, we do that technique on Jar all the time.
No, but it's different. It's Jason Momoa just being like aggressive. You know, maybe a bit in a bad way.
I love the fight scene in that movie. It was really good.
Which one?
Mediocre.
When they shut the door and he's just like kind of f***ed up and he kind of just goes a bit
towards the end. Yeah.
Good scene. I just love the design of that movie. I love the aesthetic and the like design. I need to rewatch it so I can see how much touchy they are.
They're really touchy. Every character.
Yeah, I was gonna rewatch it just before part 2.
Yeah, I'd happily rewatch it then. It's just I didn't want to rewatch it like when I didn't know if there was gonna be a sequel. It felt almost pointless.
Yeah, that's when I got into it more. Was once it was confirmed shortly after that the sequel was coming. Then I felt safe to get
I've still not
invested.
seen the trailer for the second one, part 2.
Yeah, it looks good. Kind of a mood trailer.
I just love Villeneuve.
Denis?
Have you seen
Prisoners?
No, the Arrival.
No.
Arrival's amazing.
That might be my favourite of his.
I heard it was shit.
Some great sci-fi. Yeah.
So I've heard it from you. This are not good, not the best.
Arrival.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
What are you talking
I've
about?
loved that movie ever since I saw it at the cinema. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, wow. Like I've never seen a movie this clever.
Yeah, because
It's
it
like
was
actually genius.
What was it, like 2014, 15? Around that, maybe a bit later.
I think it was a bit later.
It was during a time where like hard sci-fi was just, I mean, they're kind of rare anyway, good hard sci-fi.
Yeah.
And it was like, there's one. That's like a really good one.
What do you mean by hard sci-fi?
Where like Star Wars is like soft, it's more fantasy. Hard sci-fi is when things are supposed to be believable, realistic.
Oh, scientific science, sci-fi.
Yeah, where
Okay.
like it's actually leaning into the science side.
Like Warhammer 40k.
No.
Well, that's
the
not
opposite.
that's not hu- it's not Warhammer 40k is not like a soft sci-fi.
Well, it's like dark fantasy sci-fi.
It has fantasy
It's just
elements.
depressing sci-fi.
But it's fantasy as well.
It's
No,
hardcore
that's
fantasy.
cool.
Yeah,
Warhammer
there's like
fantasy.
gods and like
So yeah, Arrival was
Magic.
2016. Yeah.
It's not magic.
that is magic.
It's called chaos energy. Actually,
You're such a.
it's not actually called that. By the way.
It's called Chaos Control.
The Chaos Emeralds.
No.
Yeah, the Chaos Control.
The Sonic movie is hard sci-fi.
I thought it was dark fantasy.
With an edge and undercutting of hard sci-fi.
It's got Idris Elba in it, so it's got to be
It does.
quite serious.
God, he's in everything, that man. That
He's
movie
in
where he fights a
Cyberpunk.
lion. Yeah?
What?
You see that one? It's called like Beast or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought that looked pretty funny actually.
He is in one good movie which I haven't seen.
What's that?
Um,
Prometheus?
it's a war one about children in Africa.
Oh, that is a good
really-
movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, that's a
yeah.
Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty messed up.
It is messed up.
Yeah, but-
He is in plenty of good stuff. Like,
Yeah,
that
no,
is-
He's
it's
a
like
very good actor.
The Wire. Like,
It's,
that's
it's,
what
it's his early stuff which is the really good stuff.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
what's that TV show that kind of made him?
The Wire.
Luther.
No, not The Wire.
It was The Wire.
Luther.
Luther was him as like the lead.
Well, yeah, I've seen Luther, but
Wait, The Wire.
he's in The Wire.
He-
He's like one of the main characters.
He's
in The Wire.
incredible in The Wire.
The Wire is in The Wire.
The HBO is The Wire, like that.
Oh, so he was actually acting in America before.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard
he
about
does
The
like
Wire.
a flawless accent.
Yeah, you'd
Like,
never
I-
know.
Ah,
That's
shit.
the thing. I wouldn't even recognize him in that because he's like way younger and his whole like accent and body language and stuff. He just becomes like this other dude. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, I haven't even seen the show. I've just seen clips of him in it.
Mhm.
It's like wow.
Because Luther got an actual movie recently as well. That's apparently good.
Really?
Like a
Yeah.
follow movie.
So
to it.
I kind of turned on Luther.
Yeah, it kind of Sherlocked itself. It does
Yeah.
like a lot of British TV. Because do you know about Killing Eve?
Yes,
No.
I've seen stuff.
I've seen
on it.
like season 1 and it's pretty good, but then I just hear that it went on for like 6 more seasons
Yep.
and it just became like trite.
Yeah, no, season 1 of The Killing Eve is good.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. Is it a British thing?
Yes.
Yeah. It made the woman who's in Free Guy really famous.
Yep.
Which one?
The main
woman, and I'm blanking on her name.
Jodie Comer.
Yeah.
Millie from Free Guy.
Yes.
All right.
Jodie Comer.
She's Rey's mother in The Rise of Skywalker.
Woo!
Yippee! Huh, interesting.
Hopefully she'll get her own Star Wars film.
In due time, bro. In due time. We'll have one in due time.
I'm way.
We'd be really good in Star Wars.
Yeah. What would one of us? Who's the light side? Who's the dark side? And who's the grey?
I'm grey.
You can't say that just because you're wearing grey.
And no, that didn't even... Or that my hair's going grey and my beard's going grey. No, it's in like... I'm chaotic, so I probably would dip in and out with both to fund my own ends.
No, you're the dark side.
I don't think James would be a Force user. I think he'd be a smuggler.
Yeah.
No, James would be smuggled.
That would be his Star Wars name. He'd be Smuggle.
Yeah, smuggled.
But like spelled in the craziest way. Smuggle.
Smuggled.
Smuggled.
So, okay, so... I don't know, I feel like he's light. You're dark.
Why am I dark?
Well, he is more by the book than you.
What do you mean by the book?
As in, good citizen.
How's Alex a better citizen than me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm interested. Your reasoning on this?
Because you've sped. You've broken the law.
There are more laws outside of driving.
Yeah,
That's the only one that comes to mind. Like, I've broken the most laws. So that's what I mean. So I should be dark.
But it's more of a philosophy. It's more of an attitude.
Yeah, but I also have the most chaotic, illegal attitude.
Are you tying the law to morality?
Well,
saying it's
in society, that is how it's viewed. If you break the law, you're seen as a more immoral person.
Depends on the law.
And it depends on the situation. If there's a starving family and a little boy steals a piece of bread for his family to eat, is that morally wrong?
No, I feel more sorry for
I feel more sorry
hitting someone with their car.
I feel more sorry for landlords when they don't get their pay on time.
Yeah.
Their rent.
When
the rent is due.
their profits.
No, but then me, there's a lot of things that have been edited out of the cast because I'm and violence is seen as a moral and illegal thing. So that me have that edited out of casts would prove I'm more of a dark side.
We've all had things edited out of casts.
But you guys aren't nearly as extreme as mine.
You are an extremist.
So you're an extreme.
Yeah,
you're a rebel then.
I know. No.
Oh.
No,
you're
because
on the light side.
No. Rebels aren't extremists.
They are. They're
Yeah,
literal terrorists.
No, but they're not because terrorists are.
They are. That's the end of it. The end of
Edit
it.
that out.
The end of it.
What?
I was going to say terrorists are cool.
Jesus.
No, but the rebels aren't.
They are. The end of A New Hope is a terror attack on the institution.
But the institution is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
So that is good.
It doesn't make it a terrorist attack. How many innocent?
It doesn't make it.
How many innocent imperialists?
Does it not make it one? Do you mean?
James said it's not a terrorist attack because they were doing it against the dictatorship.
No, it's a terrorist attack. Yeah, by definition, it's a terrorist attack. But in your world, when your government is a highly oppressive dictatorship, you, the rebels, aren't bad. You're good because you're fighting a dictatorship.
What if the dictatorship's actually kind of sick?
But it's not in Star Wars.
How do you know?
Not.
Just because
they've got a big ball that blows up planets.
And?
It's kind of fire.
That's kind of highly oppressive and disgusting. So like, as a rebel, you're good. I don't want to be good.
So you want to be bad? So you want to be in the Empire?
No, that's why I'm grey, because it's just like, I'll do what funds both ends.
You're in the outer rim, just smuggling shit.
Yeah. I just be breaking laws and doing what I do now. It's like I would be the same. Like I wouldn't change if I was in that
You'd
world.
be like the Drake of the
no,
Star
I
Wars
wouldn't,
universe.
no, I wouldn't be
in the outer rim, getting outer rimmed.
yeah, sure. But that doesn't answer which one are you, dark or light. Alex is light.
No, Alex is dark.
Yeah. I feel like I'd be the one that like changes from one to the other.
Which one?
Because there has to be a character that does that.
So you'd actually change from light to dark.
Maybe.
Well, I'm thinking like when you were a kid, like what was your favorite stuff? It was like always baddies and stuff.
I liked Anakin in episode 3. Or a new one for the collection is one of the villains from the new Spider-Verse. Obsessed with this villain.
Mm-hmm. Alex has always been obsessed with villains, and I've always been the normie who's like, I want to be Luke Skywalker.
Who did I like in the original? It's not like I like Darth Vader more than...
No, he is.
You liked Han Solo though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was taken, baby.
But it's weird. It's like kind of changing as I'm growing up. Like...
Wow, you're actually changing.
Like I
Loser.
it's actually Luke who I like more than Han Solo now.
See, I've always known the true Star Wars.
Yeah.
Luke rocks.
No, I disagree.
Luke in the whole trilogy, he holds that shit down. He's fine.
Yeah. It's just the hero's journey, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
He wants to be a hero.
Yeah, this is interesting.
You know?
But then there's like that whole... I feel like there's some fun drama to explore of like the brothers, you know?
Yeah.
Like one of them going... Because there was... What was that? There was... Wasn't it like an expansion for KOTOR or something? Where there's like twins and one of them's light, one of them's dark or something?
It was KOTOR, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yes, no.
The
it was.
MMO one.
Yes. Yeah, KOTOR.
Yeah, I don't know. I never played it.
What was it called? Actually called?
Knights of the Old
It's something
Republic.
of the Old
the original
Republic.
Knights of the Old Republic had that. I'm pretty sure. And then technically, Force Unleashed did, if I remember correctly. Because there was two twins in there.
He was
wasn't
like dark to light.
Yeah.
And then he's a clone in the second one. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if it was like inverse? Like I'm light and you're dark, and then you turn light and I turn dark.
We're fighting for the same thing.
No,
that'd
The smuggler.
That'd be challenging to write, probably.
Why?
Because you got to like switch the motivations for both the characters and have them...
it's not a switch. It's just James is siphoning outer rimmers to different people, and like James corrupts me with the different rimmers. Hey, you ever been outer rimmed, punk?
Let me show you this rim. Well, speaking of being rimmed, the Lord of the Rings Gollum has dropped, which is like this new game, right? Where like there's been something off about this project for a while. Like,
Yeah.
these trailers keep just like appearing. I see the thumbnails like Lord of the Rings Gollum is here. And it's just like, huh? I always like assumed it would be some kind of like maybe a puzzle game or like a Telltale type thing, like a story thing. I don't know. But it's actually like this kind of stealth
Action
RPG thing. Platformer a little bit, kind of.
Yeah, Gollum like jumps around.
That's right, yeah. I watched some of the like skill up review and like clips here and there, and it's like a shocking thing. I don't know if you saw anything about this Redfall game that came out.
Yeah, I knew about Redfall. Bad,
which was like
also
extra
awful.
bad because it was the the Prey guys,
Yeah.
the Arcane.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? It was Arcane?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what being bought by Microsoft does. to
Yeah,
it.
clearly.
To motherfucker.
Because it came out. There was a Schreier article. It was like designed to be an online service with a store, all this shit, and of course, they just embarrassed themselves, put out something trash. But Gollum comes along and kind of
Refreshes
saves them in a way. Because everyone was like, Redfall's going to be the worst game. This is embarrassing. But then Gollum comes and steals the Redfall's thunder.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, what really like made me have to bring this up, right? It's like, there's a bit of a trend of all these like kind of apology posts, right? From like, Respawn did one recently for Jedi Survivor, and how the game wasn't running that great. Like, what game hasn't had one of these? You know, these apology posts that are like, sorry about how it wasn't ready for day one. We'll patch it into this state. But on the official Gollum game Twitter account, they post an apology, but they apologized basically for making the game.
Damn.
Look, listen to this. This is awesome. Like, they posted this
I'm pretty sure it's actually in the game when you start it. So
Yeah, it is.
So it's got like a big splash logo at the top, the Lord of the Rings Gollum. Dear players, We would like to sincerely apologize for the underwhelming experience many of you have had with the Lord of the Ring, Gollum. Oh, they actually got the name wrong. The Lord of Ring, Gollum. Upon its release. We acknowledge and deeply regret that the game did not meet the expectations we've set for ourselves or for our dedicated community. Please accept our sincere apologies for any disappointment this may have caused. Our goal as a studio, and as passionate The Lord of the Rings fans, so they do know what it is called, has always been to tell a compelling and immersive story-driven adventure. Crafting a story with Middle-earth as our playground has been the greatest honour and the biggest challenge we have faced so far. I guess they're called Daedalic, we understand that a game's success relies on the enjoyment and satisfaction of its players. We genuinely value your feedback and have been actively listening to your voices, reading your comments and analysing the constructive criticism and suggestions you have provided. Our development team has been working diligently to address the bugs and technical issues many of you have experienced. We are committed to providing you with patches that will allow you to enjoy the game to its fullest potential. Once again, we deeply apologise for any inconvenience caused, and we appreciate your understanding during this time. We will continue to keep you updated on our progress and provide transparent communication regarding the upcoming patches and improvements. Your passion and dedication as players have been the driving force behind our determination to make things right. Thank you for your support. Holy...
Yeah, but nobody's going to care about it. Nobody's going to care about the patches.
Well, yeah, it's like, just let it go.
It's a terrible game that's got no content.
Do you guys know about the special edition?
Yes, the Precious
edition.
What do you think you get in the Precious edition?
A steelbook.
Do you get a little ring? Do you get like a physical ring?
Right, so this is what you get in the Precious edition. It's like 10 or 20 quid more than the standard. You get over 100 original sketches and development secrets in the art exhibition section. Or there's the Lore Compendium. Learn more about the history of Middle-earth. There's also the original soundtrack, the epic orchestral 17-track album. And finally, there's just a tab that says Elvish voice acting. Sindarin Vo. Oh, yeah, I did hear about this actually. I think it's like a voice pack that you can activate that makes like all the elf dialogue like lore accurate or something. Like, because there's like a whole language.
Elvish?
Yeah, which you only get if you buy the Precious edition.
I suppose that's worth an extra tenner.
Yeah, right?
So it's basically the lore of Lord of the Rings, which you probably find.
The Lore of the Rings.
You find online for like nothing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't remember the last like big IP of this magnitude in a game that's been like, I don't know, just fumbled quite like this.
See, I was expecting that Harry Potter game to land like this. I mean, not this bad, but I thought it was going to be like Redfall level.
No, but isn't it? It's pretty shit.
No, everyone loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Loved. This. I don't think it's going to be like a game
sold
that
extremely
sticks
well.
around.
And
that's because it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, it is. Even the old like PS4 versions that recently came out are apparently like selling like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just have mega beef with anything to do with Harry Potter. I have no respect for the IP, and I never will. I'm not separating the art from the pig who made it.
But it's not like you've ever had investment anyway.
No, I've never had investment. This just means I'm going to have even less.
Like, what if... what do you do if... I don't know who created Warhammer, but if they came out to be, like, as gross a person, would you ditch it?
I think you can enjoy it very differently, because it is like an actual physical model that you paint. It's, like, very, very, very different.
There you go. Exactly.
No,
Case closed.
No, because the books and the movies, they're very in line with her... creation, but a model in a world that has no, because the person who made the Warhammer world might not have designed X model that came out 20 years after they made it. But the IP might be the same.
J.K. Rowling had no input on the game.
Yeah, but the game's shit. Hate me if you want. I just don't. I have beef with
Be
them.
consistent, boy.
I'm not being consistent because it's a hypothetical of something that's not going to happen.
Spoiler alert, it already has.
I haven't watched The Pianist. you know?
You should. There's an amazing movie.
Yeah, but also the guy's a bit of a like an actual nonce.
Would never deny that.
Yeah, so I haven't seen it, and I might not.
What's the conclusion?
What's the conclusion? I just don't like
conclusion
Harry
is
Potter.
we all need to play Lord of the Rings Gollum because everyone on the design team are great people.
No, they're probably all. They're probably
say
not
it.
terrible people. I'm not gonna say that. They just made a shit game. No, I've got no beef with the team. I think we should play it because it'll be funny. But
I got beef with the team.
Yeah, I got beef with the
no.
team.
Also, what's their name?
It's at the bottom there.
Daedalic.
Daedalic. I thought their name was Daedric.
Daedric Armor.
In which case, you've named your company after something from Elder Scrolls, so no wonder the game shit.
Yeah. So I guess we can say goodnight to the Lord of the Rings Gollum Part 2.
That was going to be the good one as well.
They're going to reboot it as a Harry Potter game. As you play fucking
Dobby.
Dobby. They're going to do it. Come on, it makes sense.
The Harry of the Potter Gollum. I mean, Dobby. The Harry of the Potter Dobby.
Yeah, dude.
And there'll be a character called China in it somewhere.
Then it comes out and it's actually like the most creative, awesome game yet.
And I still won't play it.
How do we know Dobby doesn't have a vagina?
He does.
Well, shall I go?
He?
You know what?
How does
There must be like, what do you think the Wikipedia equivalent for Harry Potter's called?
Hooky Pete. What's it called? Wizardpedia. Something like that.
What will it be?
Potterpedia?
Harry Potter Wiki.
Potterpedia?
It must have a name. No, it doesn't even have a fun name.
Harry Potter.
It's just Harry Potter
Pedia.
Wiki. Yeah. Right. Search Dobby. Let's find out. Normally they have like stats and things.
He's got 50 stealth.
Right, let's look at this. Oh, the picture they use. Right. Okay, they got stats. Biographical information. When do you think he was born? What month do you think Dobby was born?
He's probably I feel like
he's a Scorpio, so
I feel like
that's what?
I think he's going to be like a kind of
August?
no.
Close.
no.
He is a sweet summer child.
He said July.
Slightly earlier.
June.
Tail end of
We
June.
are in the month of June. We're in
28th of
Dobby's
June.
month.
We've nearly got...
Pride Month.
Let me
Pride
just-
Month Dobby.
Let's just check we're not recording.
God,
on
that
Dobby's
fanfic's coming
birthday.
true.
Wait, so if it's June 28th... Oh, that's going to be a Wednesday. Okay. We'll have to remember that. Oh, wait. That's a good... When do you think he was born?
I think
1960.
nah, he's like a 70s baby. No, 87.
You guys are underestimating Dobby's age.
Okay, he's 1925.
Guys, he's younger than all of us.
What?
He's the year 2006 baby.
He was born... Oh, no, I'm wrong. Wait, that's confusing. No one actually knows what year.
Oh, they did the Japan technique.
I'm just confused because it says 28th of June, year unknown, to March 1998.
Oh, he died in 90. What?
But the books don't end in the 90s. I thought they were like contemporary, early 2000s
Yeah.
setting.
Dobby's
What?
been dead all along.
That's kind of why the
It's after
Movies are
his
so
incident
cringy.
with Hagrid.
Maybe it was. Maybe the book was set because it says died late March 1998. Whatever you said, I missed.
Oh my god. I said after his incident with Hagrid.
Oh, okay. Nationality?
Brazilian.
my knee jerk. Fuck. No, I can't even say. No.
He's British. Hello.
Oh yeah, of course.
Species?
I was just in the J.K. Rowling mindset.
yeah. It's just like
Jesus. Yeah. Wow.
This is interesting. Species, house elf, gender male, height.
2 foot 6.
3 foot.
2'1".
3, 4.
3 foot on the dot. Eye color green.
Ooh.
This is interesting. Skin color.
Ooh. Oh no.
JK.
I would say white.
I'd always describe him as kind of like beige.
Yeah.
But the wiki reckons he's brown.
Okay.
Okay.
Occupation?
Oh.
Slave.
No, not the Hagrid Wicked fanfic. No.
So from question mark to 1993, he was Malfoy's family's Malfoy family's house elf.
Slave.
And then he worked in the Hogwarts kitchens
as a slave
for 4 years as a slave.
Well, no, that's when he was freedom.
That is freedom.
Freedom.
That's right, because it's the little side quest with Hermione where she finds out that elves like being slaves.
What?
Oh my god!
Don't you remember that?
No.
I think it's in.
Why is he so happy when
I think
he's
it's
freed
in the fourth one, in the fourth book.
Okay.
Like Hermione goes to the kitchens and there's all these like house elves and they're like, "This is fire. This is what we're for."
Jesus.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
J.K. Rowling.
He's had various loyalties. Got the Malfoy family, Harry Potter, then Ronald Weasley, then Hermione Granger, then Dumbledore's army, then the Order of the Phoenix, then Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and finally S.P.E.W.
Hagrid's not there.
What? S.P.Spew?
Which has its own wiki page. The Society for the Promotion of Elvish Welfare.
Okay.
Oh, it's just the elf human elf whites.
Why in Harry Potter does no one like ever have a gun?
They don't need them.
Like when they go to the human world, or are you saying why don't wizards use guns?
I feel like a gun would beat a wizard, like a normal guy would.
Yeah, a Glock. Just pull out the Glock.
I guess I never considered it.
Didn't you think that?
Yeah,
like, couldn't they magic like a
But couldn't they use magic to beat guns?
No, because it's not going to work. Because they have to do like a wind up, and a Glock is just bang.
Yeah,
a Glock could win the fight.
That was one of the lamer things about the Harry Potter movies, when the magic fights just became gunfights, basically.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but they were worse than guns.
Yes, you just use guns.
Do you know what I mean?
They kind of just get and shoot projectiles anyway.
Yeah, and then they like block it and stuff. Like, can you use magic to block a bullet?
No. You just go through the magic and into the skull. Boom.
I think Dumbledore could probably kill someone with a Tommy gun.
Yeah, it should be a mafia movie.
But like someone rocking a modern like LMG.
Yeah, Saw. M249.
Yeah, how does a wizard deal with a sniper?
Yeah, they wouldn't even see them.
Yeah, they can't. Can you put a scope on a wand?
That would be an awesome like sequel thing. Like, the American military find Hogwarts, and it's like
a war.
There's
oil underneath the.
There's oil underneath Hogwarts, so they got to. They start carpet bombing Hogwarts and.
Yeah, A10 Warhol.
You just came up with a fire movie. That's actually that rocks.
The biggest.
Because then they got to like come up with like modern ways, modern magic, you know?
Yeah, anti-aircraft guns, loads of big ones.
Yeah. I suppose everyone would have to wear like invisibility cloaks to not get sniped.
Yeah, but that's like one of that. You see, that's one of the most bullshit things in Harry Potter was the invisibility cloak.
The invis cloak. They tried to limit it by there being one. Right?
Well, yeah,
it's like a special item.
But like he gets it in the first one, and Ron's like, "Oh, cool, it's just one of them." And then in the last book, it's like, "This is one of the most sacred, secret, powerful pieces of items in the magic realm."
Is it a Horcrux? I can't remember.
No, it's not a Horcrux, but there's like the ultra like wand.
Yeah,
there's the invisibility cloak, and there's like a third other thing, like a magic toothbrush or something.
I know what you're saying.
It's like retconning, man. But anyway,
kind of. It's more like they've got to expand the story, and it wasn't really planned, so they've got to try and work with what they've established.
Lazy.
Yeah, I personally would be a part of the Glock army in Hyper.
Yeah. Expecto.
Yeah, what do they do?
Glock.
What do they do about? Like, what would they do when the drones are circling Hogwarts?
Exactly.
AC-130s.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. That.
How can you deflect an
I wanna
AC-130?
Well, yeah, I want to see what a wizard would do.
Yeah.
You could do some creative shit though.
Like, yeah. It's like this opening of The Dark Knight Rises, but instead of like planes going up against each other, it's like witches on brooms, like
In a dogfight of an F-35.
yeah. Imagine like the end of Top Gun Maverick, but half of them are on brooms.
Yeah. But then you could make like the wizards actually like really scary.
Yeah, 'cause you can't hear them.
Yeah, they can't like scan them on their little radars.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like
That'd be
you
fire.
could really make it like an America military starts getting beat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
fight
really
the
did
wizards.
miss a beat with like some of the cool stuff they could have done with the magic, like as it went along, like with the whole Death Eaters and stuff. Like they could have done some cool imagery with that. And in the Alfonso Cuarón one, they do kind of start doing it. That's the Death Eater one.
Yeah, God, it rocks. That movie genuinely,
Really good.
really
Awesome.
good.
So cool. But yeah, it does peak there, unfortunately.
Give Harry Potter to us. We'd make a bestseller.
Yeah.
Dude, make piss
Harry
off every.
Potter, Modern Warfare.
What about that? If you're offered 50 million to direct a Harry Potter movie,
Yeah, easy.
I'd make a better Harry Potter movie than J.K. Rowling did. With,
I haven't even read the book. so-
Fantastic Beasts. And where to Glock them. Bye, Bear Bear. Bye, Bear Bear.
I do declare, buy Bear Bear.
Bear Bear shirts and mug available now. Check the description below. Yeah, someone sent me that trailer, but they'd edited in that shit.
Your magnum opus.
My MO.
No, yeah, I guess so. What, Jim? What's going to be your magnum opus? Like we've had a jar like magnum opus.
That no one can agree on. Some people think it was last episode.
No,
What?
no. The normal episode is our magnum opus.
Something about the last episode, people would just be like really.
What
gassing
happened
up.
last episode?
It was the dog names, the lips.
Was last episode Lips?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lips was good.
I don't think it was our magnum. No, our magnum opus, like intentional magnum opus, is the normal episode, because we went into that. Actually, no, maybe not.
But even that's a debate. Well, yeah, this is the second half of the show where we head over to the Jar Media suggestion thread and answer a few questions from people out there. Just like Red Was Blue, who says, what is each lad's favourite takeaway? Bing bong, slide on.
Okay, so we're going to talk about takeaways. In the UK, we've got a few legendary takeaways, right?
Chinese Indian.
Yep.
Did you see? Okay, wait a minute, everyone. Did you see on TikTok? Some American TikTokers were trying to cancel British people because we call Chinese food a Chinese.
Really? Yeah. Well, because we say, oh, do you want a Chinese?
Yeah.
That's actually the grammatically correct way to refer to a
Wait
Chinese
till they find
takeaway.
out what we call cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah. Just wanted to put that in there.
Yeah.
Would you want to get a Taco Bell?
It is rich when Americans like bring up the food situation because it's like, come on.
Yeah, we
You
what
eat
we
the
do.
most processed, most like.
No,
just-
but that's not it. We call in the local Chinese restaurant takeaway. We're like, you put order and we walk there or they deliver it. In America, you drive an hour and a half to your Taco Bell to eat the most processed shit imaginable, and then you shit the whole evening away. Like, don't bring heat to us.
Sure, yeah. Surely you've got like 50 places that can all make like a burger, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
no, apparently not. It's like 3 places, and they're all over the same.
No,
they're
here's
the same
the
place.
spicy take. America has the worst food on the planet.
Yes,
What makes you say that?
but all of their meat is like gross.
All of their food is just trash.
It's full of. They put sugar in bread.
I'm sure. Well, I don't know, man. There's definitely good food there.
Nope.
They don't make good alcohol. They don't make good food. They don't make good cars. They don't make good anything. F off.
They're
Go to America, buy an apple, eat it.
That's the thing. No, but when I think of like the food they do well,
What do they do well?
it's not stuff like that. It's
Okay,
like,
what is it?
It is like pizza, burgers.
Oh, they don't do good pizza. Come on.
They do, man. A New York slice.
I guarantee you, Divine does a better pizza than the majority of places in America. Come on. Like they're different kinds of pizzas because a Divine pizza is a good pizza. A block of fucking gross fake cheese and a slodgy.
That's like a Chicago thing.
Yeah, but that's gross. That's not
But
pizza.
I wasn't saying that. I was saying like the pizza. Everyone unanimously is like, yeah, come on, you got to.
New York pizza, yeah, might be good, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be a Divine. It's probably good in a sloppy way. Like Divine pizza isn't sloppy. It's a nice pizza. And New York pizza might be a bit sloppy, like a pizza.
But what I'm saying isn't American food tastes bad. I'm saying it's
just
bad.
not good for you.
It's bad for your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like
bad for your
pretzels,
life.
awesome. Bagels, awesome. Not exactly good for you though. Like,
But like their bananas, evil, satanistic.
Yeah, the fact their banana industry.
what's the thing about American bananas?
They're
Nicaragua.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh come on, Alex.
No, but like what about?
The banana industry in America is awful.
You're saying it's a corrupt industry?
Yeah, it's a highly corrupt industry.
All right, but it's still like a banana. Like
Well,
it's
no,
not
it's,
like
it's probably a shit banana. Because it's been processed with chemicals to make them last longer
Yeah,
in America.
they spray all their carrots with.
Thickeners to make them juicy.
Yeah, they inject pork with water.
Huh? You don't water your pork? Huh?
And it's just
I don't know, I feel like
the food is poisoning you and you can't actually get support for it because your healthcare system is awful.
Yeah,
So
your
like
food is killing you,
but you can't.
but when you're dying from it, you get charged hundreds
then
of
it's a
thousands of
problem.
dollars.
Yeah.
You get into a car crash and your whole entire life is ruined and you'll forever be in millions of pounds worth of debt. If I get into a car crash, I just think it's funny.
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, my answer would probably be, I don't know, like Caribbean food. That's yummy.
No, Caribbean food's
What
the
was
best
the
food.
question?
It was supposed to be our favourite takeaway.
Oh yeah,
each.
they just
Not
turned it
American. American food is trash. Do you know what they do to their pineapples?
Do they
My
sit on
favourite,
them?
no, honestly, I do love a curry. You know, because there's a lot of good curry places nearby. But the thing with like the UK curry is just like, you know, a korma from that place and a korma from a place from the other town. They're very different kormas, or you know, or madras. It's just that there's no consistency with the type of curry you're going to get from the
You
Indian
need to know
takeaway.
What's up?
Can I be honest? My favorite is Five Guys.
Five Guys is fire.
Five Guys.
Five Guys is fire, but that's because
Maybe a McDonald's after.
no, but Five Guys is good here because we're using British meat
KFC.
and British potatoes, not American potatoes.
KFC
The best
rocks.
note, honestly, if there is a takeaway available, and if one of them is like a Yanni's, a good Caribbean, yeah, because that's like good food. You taste good, you feel good, you don't feel gross. Caribbean's up there, but it's just not a traditional. It's not like a regular like takeaway you can get here.
Huh?
James was just grabbing a meaty chunk of his ass.
Oh, really?
It's just
Skin on skin type.
Hey, I can't help it.
That comfort squeeze.
Yeah, the
like
comfort
when you just
squeeze.
like grab your nip, you know.
What?
This is comforting, man.
My tits are too big.
Yeah, I just
for
grabbed my
head.
I just need some comfort right now.
The goon cell.
Yeah, did everyone say their favourite takeaway?
No, I
Five
just I love a Caribbean, but it's like if I do Indians, when you get that fat juicy naan and you tear it and you dip it and then you scoop up loads of pieces of meat and you sprinkle rice on it and you slob it all over yourself.
That was something like
It's amazing.
in RRR, right? There's a few scenes where they're eating like traditional Indian food, but like just with their hands in that big bowl.
God.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks so alluring.
I just want to slosh my face with all this juicy goodness.
Indian food, now that's good food.
No, Indian food is good. I
Indian
love
food
Indian.
is
Should we
good
get an
food.
Indian today?
Don't you mean get an Indian food?
I need to get an Indian takeaway. Should we get an Indian takeaway?
It's takeout, actually. That's
Takeout,
how they say it in
sorry.
America.
Is that what they say in Americaville?
Yeah, takeaway's too offensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you
So
don't
all
want to
the
be taking away
takeaways.
from, you know, X, Y, or
You're
Z.
taking away,
You know?
right?
taking away this lovely prepared egg fried rice.
I would say taking someone out is way more aggressive.
Take out.
I'm going to take you away.
Americans
take you out.
Americans do take that quite literally, though.
Take a lot of things literally, don't they?
Take out. They take that literally.
Well, guys, Revert to Monkey says this. Would you ever consider doing a live YouTube premiere for a JARCast so the community could watch and comment together? I think that could be fun.
We've done that.
Only once.
Yeah, and we haven't done it since for a reason.
Why? What's the reason?
I always thought, like, yeah. I suppose we could. Because what, you can't... When it's premiering, you can't scroll through it till the whole thing's run through once. Right, so everyone's watching it live together, doing some comments, doing some super
James
chats.
said something really stupid this episode.
Oh, I see. So it's more like TV.
Kind of, yeah.
Like live tweeting.
It's like everyone tuning into Lost at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe we should schedule one and just see what happens.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
A few thumbs down, we won't know.
Well, seeing as you're doing the guns with your hands right now, Revert to Monkey also asked, what is James's favourite gun from COD ever?
Well, wait, just talk about guns. They're just real guns. My favourite gun.
No, like your favourite one to use in COD ever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, honestly, TAR-21 from the original Modern Warfare 2.
Wow, that's a James take.
That is a James take. That was my favourite. TAR-21. It's a bullpup rifle, and it had some really good iron sights. And in the OG Modern Warfare, it was like you pick 2 attachments of a certain perk or 1. So it was always like, if you've got good iron sights, like the ACR M16, you take like another attachment. And mine was always TAR suppressor, and one that red tiger. And it was just a really good gun. Hit hard, manageable recoil, but it looked really cool. Because it was always like... But favourite gun in real life?
No, not the question, man.
No, let's talk about guns.
Nah.
M9 Berettas. They're the coolest gun.
No.
John Wick. Not John Wick. John Wick. John Woo movies. It popularised the M9. That's why they're coolest looking gun. Just...
They're not the coolest looking gun.
Black Lagoon as well made them look cool. M9s are cool. I want an M9.
They're not the coolest looking gun.
I like the guns that shoot lightsabers.
1911.
Oh!
Max Payne with one of them is just the most badass shit.
Ah, no, it's hard to argue.
They're the coolest looking pistol.
I disagree.
No, you're
But no,
wrong.
it's the thing is, I would say pistols are always the best looking because there's something very cool about like holding a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with revolvers, some revolvers are just cool looking and very hairy,
Yeah, like
big.
I like Hellboy's gun. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. There's something cool about a chunky...
It's weird, like, I don't find guns cool unless it's in, like, a cowboy type framing.
Revolvers are cool.
Revolvers are always cool.
The like
even the
mechanical
repeater and stuff is cool.
Yeah.
No, but then
The like mechanical old school like engineering.
Mm-hmm.
But saying that because you've seen Hardboiled recently as well. When he's holding that shotgun, he looks badass. He looks cool as...
Yeah.
So
It's
shotguns
no cowboy
as well.
though, man.
Nah. I don't think
Like, that's, like,
cowboys.
I don't, like, engage in this kind of content, but if a short comes up and it's, like, Red Dead Redemption 2 gun trick takedown, I'm there and I'm watching it, and it's cool.
Yeah, it's badass. But I mean, like...
Actually, no, but Tommy guns also kind of really cool. But I guess that's more because of the media that's been projected onto the gun more so than the gun.
So I've never been a Tommy gun fan.
No, but that look
Bioshock?
is cool.
With
Bioshock.
the drum mag.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Tommy gun.
Yeah, no, I do associate it with Bioshock, but definitely not the coolest thing about Bioshock. Not even the coolest gun in Bioshock.
And shotgun's coolest gun in Bioshock. Pump action shotguns are cool.
Then you'd love John Wick, not John Woo. You'd love the John Woo films.
Shotguns in Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But then a Moss in the gun is also really cool.
Anything...
Dragonovs are sick. Dragonovs are
Really?
very, very... Oh, yeah. Yep, see, you need to watch The Killer by John Woo. That makes a Dragonov look sick as... They're cool looking guns, and they remind me of the USSR, and that's just like a cool vibe. I like that.
cool vibe.
No, this is the thing. Like military aesthetic, like USSR has that down to a T, even though it was the USSR and it was a miserable shithole. At least the military vibe was kind of cool.
Nice.
Nice.
My favourite car
AK-47 actually. AK-47s are really cool.
Yeah, they've got the mechanical thing going on.
Yeah, they're
rattly.
I want an AK-47.
Just no BS. Just
Yeah.
Just gun.
Like, yeah, they're just the hardiest. Like,
yeah, literally anywhere. It's like
simple as hell.
It's the Yaris. It is the Yaris of the gun world.
Yeah,
it's just a Toyota.
It's the pisser gun. But my favourite Call of Duty gun, and this is going to make James cringe.
Oh no.
Modern Warfare 2 ACR. It's so like obvious, but
it's the most uninteresting looking though. Like it is pure utility. Everything about it is modular and it's just fit.
But it was just like
consistent. It worked. I ran ACRs, bro, with the red dot. I always ran ACRs with the red dot.
But it looked cool.
It did look cool back then.
With a suppressor on and just a red dot.
Yeah, that was the look. But always suppressor, just because I never ran bling.
Oh.
Bling was a wasted perk because in that
I liked using it because the more attachments a gun has, the more cool.
Yeah, no, the red dot ACR with silencer is one of the coolest like modern warfare guns. But the recent ones, they've gone overkill on attachments and it makes guns look way less interesting. You don't have to actually make a choice of what your gun is because it's like you fit 15 million attachments. They need to go back to basics. One attachment.
Do you want me to say my favourite COD gun?
Yeah.
The knife?
The Vex Mythoclast.
Boo!
Right, I'm not saying the Gjallarhorn.
The Needler.
The Needler is a very cool... No. The assault rifle, the AR, that is just cool.
You have to admit that is a badass gun.
Bullpup.
Yeah,
Bullpup.
it's the Aliens assault rifle, basically.
Yeah. But I'd say slightly cooler.
No, it's not.
It is.
I'd say it's cooler than the Aliens gun. The Aliens gun.
Everything in Halo is just Aliens.
No, it's not. It looks way cooler. It looks more of like an actual.
When was the last time you saw Aliens? I think you're forgetting. Like,
I know the gun.
Inspired by Aliens.
No, but I know the gun. I have a perfect memory of that gun, and the Halo one is better.
Well, the Alien one isn't bullpup.
Yeah, that's a problem. Bullpup is cool.
What does bullpup mean? Sounds
when
cringe.
the magazine is like so you've
behind
got the trigger there, so
the trigger
there instead of there. So that it's feeding up through the chamber.
Think the difference between an auto rifle in Destiny. That's not bullpup. The magazine is in front of the trigger. The pulse rifles, the 3-shot burst ones, the magazine is behind the trigger.
Yeah.
Pup.
That's pup.
That's pup.
Yeah.
Well, maybe gun lingo's cooler than I thought.
Yeah.
Bulldog pup.
Bulldog pup.
I love pups.
Well,
Keep
guys,
Papa.
Screensaver says this. With the recent PlayStation Direct wrapped up, what are your thoughts on any of the big announcements shown, such as Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater and Marathon? Personally, I think it's bizarre that Bungie would revive their previous single-player legacy shooter series into a possibly only online extraction PvP type shooter. Also, Cade 6 being brought back feels like Bungie trying to win back some goodwill after the disappointment from fans after the previous expansion that was Lightfall IMO.
Bungie, yeah, who cares?
That was the biggest trailer to come out as far as pure numbers and engagement, was the Marathon trailer, by far.
No, honestly, don't ever make anything more online only.
I thought, I was really disappointed that Marathon's PvP only. Like, I've never got round to playing the old Marathon games, but they're known as single player it was kind of like establishing the Halo stuff, and a lot of it morphed into what Halo was. But now it's a PvP extraction thing, so it won't have a single player, it won't have...
It will just be Destiny, but online only. That's all it's going to be.
Could be crap.
Yep. On the...
Spider-Man looks awesome.
It does. That's a crazy action scene that they show off.
Yeah, and the Venom stuff looks like it's actually going to be really interesting.
Yeah. I think they can do some fun stuff with like the movesets and the animation.
Yeah, but also like plot-wise, it looked really tight in terms of like the story you're being given, like just through the phone calls and stuff. It looks quite like focused and.
I'm just looking forward to having Venom in like Spider-Man story that doesn't suck.
Yeah, it'll be the first one, hopefully.
Yeah, because like I'm still waiting for that like everything falling into place click moment for me to get like, oh, that's why Venom is such a like
a famous Spider-Man story.
Yeah,
it's like the Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I don't really associate him with any like really good. I don't know what like the run of Venom, like what his defining story. Like I don't know. Whereas like a bunch of other characters I do. Yeah, that looked good. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with Marathon because it did. The trailer's kind of cool, like the visuals, and it's like a really striking art direction. But yeah, there's just nothing. There's nothing. And like what they are now is so different. Yeah, I've got absolutely no faith in that. And yeah, the Destiny tease was like, it made me roll my eyes because it's like, oh, so you kill Cade off when the game is in an appalling state because it's the only thing you got. Mm-hmm. Now you're bringing him back, the same character, because again, the game's in an appalling state and it's the only thing you got.
It's Fast and Furious.
Basically.
That's all they're doing.
He's the Tokyo Drift character.
This story is just comical.
They've done it for 2 different people now.
Mm. But yeah, I actually think that expansion's probably going to be fine, though. But we'll see.
Metal Gear Solid, don't even pay attention to it, don't buy it, don't do anything, don't acknowledge it. It's not got Kojima in it, so it's not really a Metal Gear Solid game.
They've released screenshots apparently for it as well.
Well, isn't it just using the remade cutscenes they made anyway for those pachinko machines?
Probably.
So it's probably they just finally actually slapped a game together.
It's using the original game's audio. That's been confirmed, like the voice,
which is really quite interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like so. What are you gonna redo then?
Well, because I imagine the gameplay because like it's archaic as hell. Like playing Metal Gear Solid 3 now. Not to say it's bad or anything, but the game was so designed around how limited it was. Like the gameplay is really awkward and stiff and stuff. And for them to like one-to-one it in the vein of like the Resident Evil 2 remake, which obviously isn't like one-to-one, but it's pretty close.
What do you think about them choosing?
I don't know.
3, because it's like that's first timeline order, right? But it's not actually the first game.
Maybe that's the logic because they haven't put a 3 on it. It's
you would have thought surely you'd start with the original Solid.
Well, yeah, and that's the one I've always wanted because it's from so long ago, and you can't buy it for any console other than like the PS1.
Yeah.
Or the GameCube, I think it was released on as well. Like a remake of it. So yeah, it's kind of annoying they started there. But if they are going to go chronologically through,
because there's like no good way to play the trilogy and 4 right now, is there?
There's no good way to play any of it really, apart from 5.
Yeah, because I suppose they never re-released 4 for that's stranded on the PS3, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I actually think I heard that one of the best ways to play the trilogy now is ironically on the Xbox backpat thing, so they were like have frame rate boost and stuff.
Oh, wow. But that'll only be 2 and 3.
Yeah, it's still missing stuff. Yeah, it is weird. Obviously, no Kojima's obviously not involved.
Yeah, I assume that's why they're directly using the audio and stuff, so they can just like for cutscenes they don't need any input.
Just keep them like just shot for shot, like keep the audio.
Yeah. And if they base all the gameplay like really tightly around the original, I don't know how you can modernize it without making drastic changes.
Yeah, and that requires like actual creative design,
like Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, which
by the person who made it.
I don't even know like what Konami looks like now. That's
not necessarily true because like Resident Evil 2 wasn't directed by the same guy.
No, but I only think Kojima's the only one who'd be able to make that game good. And that's a fact.
I mean, there's definitely more trepidation. Like I won't be pre-ordering it because he's not tied to it, and like why would he? It's Konami. I just wish Konami would have sold it off
to him.
Because well, to anyone that wasn't
maybe Sony.
There's not many people
just
who
sell it to Sony.
But I mean, if like Sony bought it, then Kojima could probably
Sony.
But Kojima's wanted out of that series for so long.
He's had his thing with it. and now he's got Death
Well,
Stranding.
the thing with 2 was that like every game, including 2, he was like, okay, this is the last Metal Gear Solid, and then they just made him do more and more and more.
But he still made it work. They were never like
he put his all into it, but it's not like he wanted to do fresh stuff.
Like Death Stranding.
Yeah, which might be a little too fresh for some people.
Yeah, so that's the Kojima game I kind of want to play most.
Yeah.
That and Metal Gear Solid 2, actually.
Yeah, again, it's from such a time. It would be like going back and playing like the original Resident Evil 2. You know, it's very, very old school and really awkward and like.
It needs to be done, like a proper. But man, that is a particularly tough one. I feel like, you know, because James is. I just feel like that series of games, because James is right, where like the auto like
it's so
DNA,
tied to Kojima.
Yeah, and how do you faithfully do that?
But I mean, I would
Could
want
be done.
I'd want not only for them to do Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear 1 and 2.
That would be cool, yeah.
Because like those you could have way more liberty with. Like people aren't so tied to them. The, like base games aren't as good. The
expectations would be
old
different.
School, totally different. So start there, and then the team could like learn as they go. You know, without jumping.
So
like Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of the most like lauded video games of all time.
Yeah.
And to jump in there and try and match that, expectations are going to be like mega.
It's like this Silent Hill 2 remake that's happening, but Bloober Team is doing it. It's just like, man.
Yeah, I don't envy those guys. You know.
Yeah.
Such an undertaking.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
JARChive.
I'm actually like, I'm okay with this game remake trend. I'm actually kind of fine with it compared to like other mediums.
Well, yeah,
because there are like I feel like the best examples are like some of the best games now.
Dude, I was never into Resident Evil. I was into Resident Evil 5 for like the goofy co-op fun. But I never understood Resident Evil, and when I played 2, I was so blown away. I consider myself like a fan of the series now. I've bought every single one they've released.
Yeah, I was a big fan of 2. But the Dead Space remake as well.
Yep.
There are tons of good examples of them doing it now.
Well, I think there's more space for it in games because, especially in this era, there wasn't the standards of play yet. Like third-person games hadn't been carved out in the way they have now. And stealth games, I mean, we need more of those, to be honest.
Yeah, it is interesting when like contrasting it with like movies where like this Little Mermaid remake, where it's kind of like the inverse, where everything about it is a worse change.
There's no barrier to entry with watching the original Little Mermaid, whereas like playing Metal Gear Solid 3, A, it's hard to get, full stop, and B, once you get it, it might not work for you because the times have changed.
And I just feel like the fact it isn't an interactive medium where watching a movie is always passive. So like a movie from the 80s can easily be as good as a movie released now. You don't have that inherent engagement disconnect. A PS1 controller now and what it could run on a PS1 is like obviously so vastly different. So that makes sense to me.
No, I was just like, because I saw recently that the System Shock remake actually came out.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I saw it on front page of Metacritic.
For some reason, for so long, I thought it was a Ken Levine game. Because he made the original.
He did work on it,
But he's got no relation to the new one. Because that's like been in limbo for like 2014 onwards.
Yeah, he's working on a game now.
Yeah.
Judas.
I listened to an interview with him a few weeks ago.
Because that's another game from that era where
it's like a indie game, right? It's not like a AAA huge
the original System Shock.
No, Judas.
No, I mean
Judas.
Judas.
That's what it's listed down as.
I'm pretty sure it's a Take-Two game.
Really?
Yeah.
I was under the impression it's just like going to be kind of a small scale, like.
No, I think it's quite ambitious. Well, I listened to this interview with him where he, after Bioshock Infinite, that was his pitch, was like, I want small team and as much time as I'm allowed. And that's just what he's been doing.
Yeah, no, but I thought
replayed,
when that happened, when he said that, he was working on System Shock Remake. That's what was at the time. But it's not been.
He might have had like some sort of dialogue with the team.
Yeah.
He might not have actually done any work on it. But yeah, playing Bioshock Infinite was... I played it like under a year ago, I think.
Yeah, I played it in 2020. I did.
Yeah, it got to the credits, and I just sat through all of it, and it was like a few minutes, and I was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" Like, it was super ambitious, and loads of that game was changed. Like, the vibe is that they had to like slap it together, sort of last minute to release it, but like you just don't see that. And that game was huge when it came out. Like everyone
Infinite
was talking about it.
it was kind of tied with Last of Us for like biggest game of the year.
Yeah, well,
Unless
GTA 5 kind of
but
won that
as
year,
far
I
as like
think.
narrative,
yeah,
single players.
I know that people always criticise it because it was like misrepresented in trailers, but that game is nowhere near bad. It is still a great game.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm really torn on that game. I don't love that game. I love the original Bioshock.
Yeah,
I think
one
Bioshock 2 is actually better than Infinite as well. But really interesting interview though, with the stuff he was saying. He was saying Take-Two as a company are really interesting because they have like a completely different attitude to producing games to most other publishers.
Do they though?
Yeah, because they were founded and built on GTA. So that attitude is maintained, so they're willing to take bigger risks on these risky projects.
Yeah, I
like
guess
a
the
Bioshock.
logic is give them time.
But they don't give Rockstar time, do they? Hence, I've got terrible overworking culture.
What?
They do have heaps of time though. Like
It's been 10 years.
Yeah, no,
the
but
last GTA.
Red Dead 2 had like crunch. So they're clearly not giving the developers enough time if they have to crunch.
Well, but they're giving them more time than most.
Then
developers
majority
get.
of yeah.
What was the time span between GTA 5 and Red Dead 2? That was like 6 years.
And yeah, what was the gap between Red Dead 1 and 2?
That was between
2011 to 2018? 18, 19?
No, it was like 17, wasn't it? No, it was
Red
18.
Dead came out in
no.
2010.
I think it was 2010.
It came out a few
Yeah.
years after GTA 4,
Yeah.
which would be about 2010, 2011.
But yeah, the gaps are getting bigger and bigger with Rockstar. It's crazy.
I don't think that's a really great thing.
I mean, it's not just it's all games of that in the AAA space that all take
I think
longer
that's
and
the problem with AAA. I think mainly. I think we should just get rid of AAA.
Well, I think it depends on like what you're going for.
Like COD isn't COD, FIFA, any of these games. None of them are AAA.
Yeah, they are.
No, but they aren't. In terms of quality in the game you're getting, they're not AAA. You're not getting good quality games with.
You kind of are though. Like COD, you get a ton of content.
No, but it's not good. COD is a mess, bro.
But I don't know, man. It's like the same thing it's always been.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
not
fits
good,
the
though.
bill.
Yeah,
But I just don't think it is AAA in terms of like quality.
it definitely is.
It's AAA in terms.
AAA is just like
It's a catch-all term
position
for that.
how big the
Yeah.
teams are,
How much
how big
money.
the
But in terms of
marketing
the
is.
quality product, I don't think it's a AAA game.
AAA doesn't have to be quality though.
No, but if we do see it as quality, it's not. The majority of AAA games aren't.
Well, yeah, the majority of them are bad.
Yeah, Gollum is a better AAA game than Call of Duty. Apparently, there's a conspiracy in COD.
There are many, aren't there?
No, they've
That's
like
all
found a
zombies
way
meta.
to make retention better by modifying your damage you do match to match. So it's altering your actual gun output damage.
Really? Is that
Per
like
match.
confirmed? Because I remember that stuff going out with the Activision like patented some kind of.
Thing to make
It's
it so
like
you play
system.
against DLC people to make you buy it.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's been confirmed of kind of that people have like done tests and like their damage output is being altered match to match to keep peak and lows to keep you playing, because you get that one good match and then you get a bad match and then you get a good match. And I kind of experienced that where it's just like one match X gun will kill instantly, next match it won't, but you're playing the same way, you're shooting the same way. But there's a huge difference because they're altering like shit. But I think COD's shit because of all the IRL skins. That's gross. I don't like it. He's the type of person to buy a messy skin.
Me?
Yeah. Look at
That's
your
me all
headband.
over.
Yeah, I buy the Catgirl skins.
Well, guys, I think we're done here.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Leave your funniest little anecdotes for one of us to react to. Rock on and keep the 60s alive.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, and welcome to the Patron segment of the show.
I have hay fever.
And I have LSD under my tongue.
Share it with James.
I don't want LSD.
Go on, do it.
No.
Go on, do it. I'll blur it.
No.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
This week, I don't have hay fever. I like a day of hay fever, and then I'm fine.
High pollen? Low
viscosity.
Yep.
The hay fever viscosity is pretty low at the moment. It's all good.
The hafe?
The hay fever's viscosity.
Viscosity doesn't even apply.
I know it doesn't. It's not a liquid, is it?
Jim's got the hafe. I've got the rear. James has... Conster. Okay. We've all got something going on. Yeah, I guess this is the patron segment where we thank the... I wanted to say Dobbies and above, but it is Dibby.
Dobbies.
Maybe we need to add a Dobby
Do
to
you know
it.
what they need to make? They need to make like a game where you play as Dobby.
Oh yeah,
In Mordor.
In Mordor is the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the names of the Dobbies and above. I mean Dibbies and above. Starting with a big thanks to Epstein-nation. Ooh. Epstein-nation. Nicholas Latifi's estranged son. Alex Vesely. Pussy Grip is online. Bogley Best. Squelch Muscle. Stream I Think You Think Too Much of Me by Eden. Moonman Lives in a Bin. My Name Jeff. Harry Scuderia. Uwu Oni-chan. Misa did an oopsie in Misa Freegast and Thistle Doonesbury Lacrimose. GTR JS Yam. Haha, that's right. Yam Imash. Big Wumbo. Deconstruction of James's dad. Abigail M. Barnaby's Panopticon. Lollin. Can someone please tell Maxwell Edison what JAR Media is? It's been 6 years and he still seems unsure. Lildred Incorporated. Saishin. Finn Arthurs. Vivian Reed. Matt. James, open up your controversial mouth for daddy and I'll pay you with new car parts. What about Halo? Chocolate Fart. Scribblewah. Bonky. James's Mommy Dommy Milf. Splink. Skek. Magma Slug. Levi. Pearl Slug. Dr. Deluxo Shang Bayu. Oliver Home Janbai. Goonchi Guna. I love Barbor Bell, she is my queen. LeBron James excited for White Boy Wednesday. Enjoyer. Neo Theo. James Dad. R5ian Zell. Simon Steele. Want an E36? Check the description below.
Big thank you to Balpreet Kaur. Joku. Tanster Boy, aka Norval of the North Skywalker. Doomed to enter the Goon Cocoon at noon in June. The 11-year Jarloon. Chris Pratt stars in Baby James the movie. Krill Muncher. Unwashed Reptile. Harrison Fiat. Manny Sanchez. Lagoon Point 22. Thanks to ChatGPT, I shall henceforth be known as Jar Jar Binks Marmalade Emporium. Flagstang not pop. It's a word I seriously can't pronounce. I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that word, but yeah. Brendan Simpkins, the Gooning Gungoon. Gungan.
Gungoon.
Fapping and clapping, it's happening. Lapping up sap that is. Oh my god.
Splat on the map.
Splat on the mat, and the substance is masculine. Travis King. Captain Clunchhole. Slit Stormy Bodmod. Grant Connor. Jack Price. Kooky. Son of Rawepia. Yeah, I know. I always thought normality was kind of ridiculous, so I wrote a podcast about it, and it goes a little something like Sketch Screen. My dello feligates, misa do declares a versa. Ave State of Alaska. Matthew Edge, world's biggest Kino Loy fan. Callum J. Crick. True mighty jarling, he's going beast mode. Milk Maiden. Mr. Chips, beaten, bruised and sobbing, stands as a man, gives him a silver platter, lifting the lid to reveal 2 yellow butt cheeks. Ganja Satellite. In the crazy goblin lair, shake your booty as I stare, I do declare a mighty bear. Tonio Swelt. Sad Nietzsche shit. Dick in a fish, frog on my cock, I'm kind of the jungle goon. Crash Punk. Oh, by the way, the Master Chief cum jar is halfway full. Do you guys want to chip in?
Yeah.
Salad 522. This is an official JAR declaration of war against the wretched town of Swindon. Jim, initiate the Ganja satellite space laser. Slam Dunk Cosmos. Harriet Broadley. Tom Baranek. Gilbert the Awesome One.
Okay, and finally to me, great thank yous to James Isdad. Nate's Minifigs, check me out on Instagram. Somewhere there is a small island of James's, doomed to build cars and drive them into the ocean. Give me that white boy stare. James stole my cock and balls for the parts he sells on his website. Ha ha ha. He he he. I'm the laughing Jim, and you can't catch me.
Ooh.
Sorry. The hay fever playing up, dog. Cobalt Rad. Drain my cock, Johnson. Michael, it's been 5 years. Where is the jumper review from Review Tech NZ? Rising Swine. Piss Drinkers Unleashed. Connotada. Thomas Martin. Before I hand this iPad off to you, you should know that I let Pissadick use it, and now it's full of piss. Swish. Swish. Quebec Films. Listening to Moulding at the mid-season. Aura. Crystal Virgo. Keck Flexington. Fartbag. Biscuit. Dreamoffle 2142. Dennis Zijp. Alex Beltman is an Caucasian anal coyer.
Yeah.
1, 2, buckle my rad. Danny G. Based Lord. Woodpecker from Mars. Edgy Air Wrecker. Uber Gay Mong Owl. T-Girl Love. Here share a strawberry morning. Gone and more important spawning. Torn in, poor men sworn in. E-girl in a Bebo shirt, wondering just how whole town could be inside her.
Christ.
Creamer. Adam Johnston. Tom Buis. Super Crunchers. Joel Steward. When Blackbirds Fly 2016. Big Whoops. Gremblo. Joe's BG. Tutor Panda. Lucy Tai is an Asian anal queen. Randy Ruins Patreon. The Pooh Man. Mel Gibson the Fifth Funny. Katia fucking Manigan. And of course, David Wallace.
Thanks
you,
everybody.
dearly.
Did you know David Wallace wrote a book?
Did
A
he really?
very famous book, actually.
Like the Starling or the guy from The Office?
The real David Wallace wrote a really famous
He wrote
book.
Wallace and Gromit, right?
No,
Ooh, Wallace and Gromit, right?
I can't remember what the book he wrote, but it was like so good that he's like...
So good I'm getting scared.